Hello everyone, Moonrider here, and in this video I'll be reminding you that this exists. Also that it's one hell of a deal. This is actually called the AM8 and it's a budget-friendly dynamic microphone that FIFINE sent me, and in my opinion as a bougie broke gamer, it's also pretty premium with clear sound, user-friendly audio controls, USB and XLR connectivity, and a thick pop filter for counteracting pops and hissing sounds. The AM8 sells for around $55.99 on both Amazon and FIFINE's own online storefront, and I say around $55.99 because that price differs slightly depending on which site you purchase from and also the color you choose. Yay color options, right gamers? So what makes the AM8 worth a revisit a year after its launch? Well, a lot of people are tight on money, but a lot of people are also flocking toward content creation, and for that, FIFINE designed this budget microphone to grow with you. Hence the USB and XLR connections. As a beginner or someone who just prefers plug and play, use the AM8 in USB mode. But down the road, if you choose to expand your knowledge and skills in search of improving sound quality and control, then you have the XLR option. Alright, if you're still with me, then we've established the AM8 is still very much relevant a year after launch. So for the rest of this video, I'll be walking you through what's all included in the box, explain function controls, and show you how to get the AM8 set up in USB and XLR mode. Starting off, here's the box, showcasing the AM8 microphone in black. If you purchase one of the other colors, don't freak out. I ordered mine in white, and that's what I received in the box. If you order from Amazon, you should be able to confirm the color by checking the XOO label. Here, mine says AM8 white. Alright, first off in the box, you'll see this helpful instruction manual, and below that, a base stand that's color matched to your AM8's selected color. Beneath this foam piece lies the 6.5 foot or 2 meter USB-C to USB cable, and finally the AM8, which comes attached to a metal yoke. Now I've mentioned colors a couple times, and the AM8 comes in 3 variants, black, white, and pink. And I actually think this microphone looks best in the white, thanks to a more contemporary contrast between the white body and the charcoal pop filter versus the black variant's light black body and darker black pop filter. It's black on black, basically. I even like how the RGB pops against the white, but that's all opinion. For those of you interested in the pink variant, that one comes with the same charcoal color pop filter as the white here. No matter the color body you choose, the metal yoke will always be black, and I don't mind this. I think it makes for great contrast for such an important component of this microphone. You see, the yoke is the AM8's main mount, and it is awesome. You can unscrew these 2 buttons and eventually remove the yoke, but then you have no way to mount or even stand the microphone up. So don't do that. This yoke design is a game changer though for the AM8. It serves as a connecting point for both bass stand and boom arms. The bass stand simply screws clockwise into the yoke like so, and mounting to a boom arm isn't any more difficult. The yoke is designed with built-in 3/8 and 5/8 inch threads to mount to most boom arms. Once mounted, you'll notice a key design feature of the AM8's metal yoke, and that is that it allows the AM8 full 360-degree rotation. When attached to a boom arm, this allows the user more control on how they wish to set up the microphone in their space. When attached to the included stand, the mic can only be angled up, otherwise it's literally pointing down and it's not going to pick up any audio. But on a boom arm, a user can choose to rest the arm lower with an upward tilt to the microphone, or rest the arm higher with a downward tilt to the microphone. And you'll notice that each angle tilt will come with its own preferred set of buttons and knobs. Let's take a look at those. The AM8 offers quick control function buttons for adjusting RGB, mute, gain, and mic monitoring. As useful as these controls are for creators connecting the AM8 via USB, when connecting via XLR, they're all deactivated, handing that control over to an audio mixer or sound card. That being said, the USB user will have all they need to control their streams and recordings with these buttons. With the FIFINE logo right side up, you'll see a solitary, touch-sensitive button flush with the microphone's body. This is the mute button. When the LED is green, the mic is able to record audio, and when you tap the touch-sensitive button, the LED changes red, meaning you're muted. Rotate the mic 180 degrees, and you'll see 2 knobs and 1 more touch-sensitive button with a sun logo etched into the body. That button is your RGB control. Tapping the button cycles through 10 single colors and combos, with 10 color options and 3 RGB modes to cycle through from single colors, dynamic flowing, and breathing gradient. Also, if you wish to turn off the RGB, you can tap and hold the button for 1 second to shut it off completely, and tap and hold again for another second to turn it back on. The lower knobs are your gain and mic monitoring. This mic seems to record a bit quiet, so when I'm using USB, I tend to have my gain knob set closer to max than in the middle. Of course, with mic monitoring, you are able to listen to your own recording in real time as well as whatever you're doing on your computer. All you need is a headset with a 3.5mm jack. To play your system's audio through the AM8's headphone port, go into speakers and select playback device, FIFINE microphone. This is a great way for gamers and streamers to monitor their own voice over their gameplay. And if you're a Mac user, fear not, because the manual will walk you through the Apple process to accomplish this same connection. Now that the AM8 is mounted and we've covered the function buttons, let's get it set up for recording. First, let's cover USB mode. Plug the USB-C connector into the USB-C port on the rear of the microphone and the USB-A connector into the open port on your computer. An obvious indicator as receiving power from the USB is the illuminated RGB. You will need to establish the AM8 as the primary microphone in all of your software you intend to use it with. In microphone settings, it should come up as FIFINE_microphone when plugged in. Connecting with XLR requires an XLR cable, which unfortunately doesn't come included. However, you can pick one up off Amazon for as little as $9. Plug XLR-F into the port on the back of the microphone and XLR-M into a sound card or audio mixer. To its credit, the AM8 is not gain hungry and doesn't require phantom 48-volt power to operate. Now for this example, I'm using FIFINE's SC3 audio mixer. Also keep in mind, when using XLR connection, RGB won't be indicative of power. Also, for this example with the SC3, when making the AM8 the primary mic within the software, under microphone settings, it comes up as FIFINE SC3. It will be different for you depending on the mixer and sound card you're connecting to. Now before discussing the sound quality, I want to take this time to compare the AM8 with two other FIFINE microphones I have in my setup. The K669C is one of FIFINE's XLR condenser microphones, and the AmpliGame A8 Plus is another condenser mic but is USB. I'll also be doing a test of the AM8 with USB and XLR connections. Let's listen. Test, test. This is a test of the A8 Plus microphone from FIFINE. Test, test. This is a test of the A8 Plus microphone from FIFINE. Test, test. This is a test of the AM8 microphone from FIFINE. Test, test. This is a test of the AM8 microphone from FIFINE. Test, test. This is a test of the K669C microphone from FIFINE. Test, test. This is a test of the K669C microphone from FIFINE. Test, test. This is a test of the AM8 XLR connection from FIFINE. Test, test. This is a test of the AM8 XLR connection from FIFINE. Right, so having listened to those comparisons a few times now, I do think the AM8 offers the smoothest audio playback, more free of pops and hisses than the others thanks to its much thicker foam pop filter. But it is also the quietest by far. I know the USB recording sounds similar in volume to the other two, but I had the gain at 100% versus the A8 Plus's gain was only at 50%. As for the K669C XLR, its output seemed the most intense. It was clear and loud, but not as natural sounding as the AM8. Again, I'm just a gamer, not an audiophile, so to me, I think all these microphones sound good, especially consider their similar price around $55, though the K669C goes for $37. That being said, do I still recommend the AM8? Well, that's an easy yes. As I mentioned in the beginning of this video, this is not a brand new microphone to the market. Its black variant has been around since November 2022, and the white and pink were introduced in July 2023. But I believe this microphone is still relevant, still worth recommending, still worth the price, which I would consider affordable because it's a bundled deal. At a $55 selling point, the best reason to consider the AM8 is its combination USB and XLR connectivity. This entire video has been recorded with the AM8's XLR connection, but you also heard the USB recording, and the two do sound different. Not only is this a great microphone for gaming and streaming, but it's the perfect tool to help you learn and grow as a content creator. So for that, yes, I definitely recommend this microphone. And if you have any further questions on the AM8, please feel free to drop a comment down below, and also subscribe to the channel for more gaming setup content and tech reviews like this. Thank you for watching.